Flanagan's ball is away. Strike.
Boy, those last two shots that Earl got away with didn't seem to bother Sam at all.
I tell you, we've seen so many 300 games here.
Again, you see the power of Sam Flanagan's roll.
Guppy Troop had 2 300 games here. He had a 299 game. Last night, Roth bowled a 300 game to move into the top 5. Maybe Flanagan's going to put it together. Through 5 frames, he's still striking.
All right, now I'm going to project the score for you a little here, Ken.
Oh, terrific.
We're in the 6th frame, starting the 6th frame right now, and Sam Flanagan can strike out for 300. Earl Anthony can strike out for 279. So Sam cannot afford to make one mistake at this point.
How do you deal with the pressure?
The only thing you have to deal with right now is that bowling ball in your hand. Must make good, clean shots. Hit everything on the face.
Flanagan does so.
Well, he liked it when he let go of it.
You have just seen 6 straight strike frames for Sam Flanagan.
Look at him. You can see his reaction there. He knew when he let go of it that that ball was going to clear him.
Tomorrow on CBS, we'll be with you from San Juan, Puerto Rico, the Pan American Games, and they are something. I'll be covering the roller skating there, and if you want to walk proud, you watch that American roller skating team tomorrow on CBS. Ken Sutton and those kids are just unbelievable. Starts 1:30 Eastern on CBS tomorrow. Don't count Anthony out of this one.
No, he had to get himself settled down after those last 2 shots. And you can see Sam Flanagan pays absolutely no attention to his opponent.
Yeah, I'm surprised at that. They don't watch each other at all.
The reason Sam doesn't is the same reason I do and a lot of other people like Dave Sutar. They don't want to see the mistakes the other player makes and gets away with. Like Earl got away with 2 lucky strikes. Didn't bother Sam a bit. He never saw them.
Well, here's Earl Anthony. Now, remember, he has strikes through 6 frames and has spared in 1 frame. He has 5 strikes going. Back in the 3rd frame, he left a 7-pin. This one's going to go right to the wire.
Got himself settled down a little bit that time. Threw the ball excellently all the way through that shot, and Sam Flanagan is still working on that 6 in a row.
More. Flanagan's shot. Finds it. And that's 7 straight strikes for Sam Flanagan.
Power personified. Every shot we've seen today from the back has pushed all 10 pins into the back end. There's been nothing laying around anywhere.
Sam Flanagan has been the scorer on the CBS telecast over the past several weeks. He was delighted to be down there in the competition at the end among the final 5. And he must have been watching those monitors very carefully, David.
Yes, he does. Sam Flanagan's on the 8th frame, and one advantage, if Sam strikes here, he will be finishing the 9th and 10th before Earl Anthony bowls his 10th frame. Very big strike for Sam here to set up the 9th and 10th for him.
16-year veteran of the PBA, Sam Flanagan, ready.
Look at that concentration.
Going for his 8th straight strike. Has it! Wow.
Now you can see the power on that shot. That ball came in very late. Sam didn't get it off his hand too clean, and yet the ball had enough drive and enough force to blow that 5 over into the 7 and the 4.
The 2-time winner of the Fresno Open, Earl Anthony, prepares to try to come from behind and pull this out, but against this Herculean effort by Flanagan today. You may be watching a 300 game live here on CBS this afternoon being bowled by Sam Flanagan. This is Anthony.
Right, Earl has a possibility of a 279. How'd you like to shoot 279 and lose?
I'd like to break 150.
Now that's the right speed that Earl Anthony always maintains. Just enough to kick that 7 down or just enough to trip the 6.
Bowling 8 hours a day as they have for 3 days. The thing is the speed control. That's amazing how they do that.
Well, that's body control. When, like Earl practices 50 to 60 games a week, and you can see this is the result. The speed and body are just right. The 4-pin just nudging the 7 down.
Earl Anthony working now in his 9th frame. He has bowled 5 straight strikes.
Biggest frame of all right here for Earl Anthony. Set up the 10th frame. Got to have this one.
Gets it.
These 2 guys look like they're out for a Sunday stroll.
Sam Flanagan, a very slow, calculating walker, has the advantage. 11 up. Flanagan, as he moves to the 9th frame. 8 strikes in a row.
Now, the one thing that Sam has going for him here is not only the 300 game, but if he gets 1 in the 9th and 1 in the 10th, all he has to do then is stay behind the foul line, keep the ball out of the gutter, and he's a winner. But he must have this one and the next one to be a sure winner. Very deliberate player. Takes his time no matter how many strikes he has.
On its way. Leaves 1 pin.
He knew immediately when he threw that ball that he pulled up on that shot. We call it rearing up at the line. Pulled inside his line. His swing got way out of kilter there.
So through the 7th frame, he has 209.
Fortunately for Sam Flanagan, he did get 9. Had he gotten 8 there, left the baby split to 310, he could have lost this match. Right now, a spare and 3 strikes in the 10th would give him 279. Earl Anthony, 3 strikes in the 10th, 279.
Picks it up. Sam Flanagan gets ready. Studied for a business degree at both Marshall and West Virginia University. Been on the tour a long time, 16 years.
This is a must strike. He cannot lose the count. He has to get a strike here.
Does so.
That was the biggest one he's going to throw in the 10th frame.
In
The next
the 10th
2 are
frame.
big, but he had to have that one to force Earl.
A strike for Flanagan.
What power. Just blows those pins apart today.
So through the 9th frame, he now has 249. He's up by 10. Sam Flanagan. I can't imagine anyone taking this pressure for 229 consecutive events, which is what Flanagan's done. They call him an Iron Man, and oh, my heart, he has to be.
You definitely have to have a great mental outlook on life to bowl that many tournaments in a row. Better hurry.
10 pin standing once again.
Laid that ball a little bit short. Didn't have it the way he wanted to in his hand at the point of release. I think he turned it a little bit sooner than he wanted to and just didn't have enough juice on that ball to carry the 10.
So don't count Earl Anthony out. Western Open upcoming. Top golf event here on CBS immediately after. It's Pro Bowlers Association runoff for $70,000 at Fresno. Flanagan picks it up. 269 is his total.
Now the situation is this, Ken. Sam Flanagan finished with a tremendous effort, 269. Earl Anthony needs a strike on his first ball and a strike on his second ball. He cannot get 1 strike on 9. He would have 268. He must strike twice in the 10th frame right now. 100 games of practice every week this man puts in, 42 in competition, and it comes down to this. 2 shots.
Anthony's first ball. Wobbles, and he leaves one. $8,000 for a win, $5,000 for second in this one.
You can see the ball just cut through a little bit too sharply and nudged the 6 pin, rocked it back and forth. Look at that pin rock. That was a $3,000 pin possibly right there.
In the $70,000 Fresno Open. What a magnificent moment for this guy. So that's it.